Okay, you want to see a really bad horror movie? It's called Terror Trap. This was actually given to me burnt. I don't even label this thing, but I know I have it, so thanks a lot, my buddy who knows who you are. So let's do it. Let's take a look at Terror Trap from 2007. It sucks, but here we go. Alright, all I got is this piece of shit PS2 to try to put this on. It's all I got now. Alright. Why isn't it working? Why can't I play this blank, really bad movie? Oh, the wires. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, that should be fucking it, I guess. Whatever. Alright, so here we go. Terror Trap. Alright, this should be fun. Let's go. After picking up this movie for a review, you'll be saying,
"Fuck you. Fuck you."
And I deserve it for this gem. Starting this movie, you get the Zelda triangles? Anyways, it starts off with a mishmash of nonsense that you don't even see in the movies. And what's this? Cutting wires? Boo. There's some chick at the side of the road, like, what's that about? Even by the end, when you get to it, it's, I don't know, that scene's still out of place. And then, you know, a stupid-ass couple gets their car smashed up by another car. They get stuck in a hotel in the middle of nowhere, so convenient, set, let's go. So, spoiler alert, if you care, but basically they run into this crazy motel or hotel. I guess it's a motel, reminds me of Motel Bates, but whatever. And they're stuck in a game for their lives. So some couple who fights and they fall in love all over again, blah, 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 blah. So let's just take a look at this masterpiece. So at this point, based on that little bit, I guess you get the point that this isn't a terrific movie. But a lot of funny stuff did happen along the way that's a little bit nonsensical. That's easy to point out. Let's just take a look at some of those things. Like, we're at some girl's funeral, and I don't know who she is, and honestly, who cares? Maybe this is common in sermons, but...
And a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to meet. And a time to relax. A time to mourn.
Alright, so they eventually get to the point where Barbie and Ken are at this place, and they confuse this sound with sex.
Holy shit.
That's enough. Go talk to them.
You want me to go over there?
Yes. We're not gonna put up with that all night.
How do you confuse that sound with sex? Are you mad? Especially when you're like complaining about like it looks like Bates Motel. I'm gonna make that connection later, but anyways, you're complaining about this place the whole time, and then this sketchy ass place, the sound happens, you're like, sex. That's insane. There's other funny stuff too that I'll get to, but I'd like to say that Michael Madsen is the only redeeming quality in terms of, especially dialogue, of this movie. And besides him being the biggest name in the movie, here, I'll drive home the point here. The dialogue in this one makes Rob Zombie's Halloween and just about every line from Troll 2 just look poetic and Oscar-worthy almost, comparatively to this movie. Don't believe me? Care for some examples? Glad you asked. Here.
Way to support your wife there, Don. God, I told you I had a deadline. Can you just give a damn once, please?
It's not that I don't give a damn, Nancy. It's that we're on vacation.
Solid.
I deserve every pair of shoes in my collection, so don't make me feel bad about it.
Well, of course she deserves her shoe collection. I mean, come on, that's... Anyways, the dialogue just goes on and on and on like this in the car and in the whole movie, and just da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, shut up. Fuck, it's painful. Anyways, but Michael Madsen, right? So, but like I was saying, not all dialogue is lost. There is Michael Madsen. In my hands right here, I am holding what is to be considered possibly the only legitimate dialogue that sounds half decent in the whole movie. So here.
15. Yeah, that's right. You'll hear from us about all the rest You're not to contact me for any reason whatsoever. Is that understood?
See, the problem with this is that it causes confusion, because for a moment you're thinking, hey, this could actually be a good movie, but in the end, I think it damages the movie because it raises expectations that you actually might be watching something worthwhile. And boy, that's like opening up a Christmas present, and we've all been there, and it's just, damn, socks. That's what this is. It's a box full of socks during Christmas, which sucks. It's not all that bad entirely. Yes, the dialogue is brutal. There are nonsensical teases at the beginning of the movie that hype it up far better than anything that's coming your way afterwards. And there are a lot of similarities to other movies. There are many parts that just feel like other scenes, like the hotel reminds me, like I was saying, the Bates Motel, the Masked Men, I don't know, maybe the Crazies. The cop, he kind of reminds me of the cop from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the list just goes on. It does have some fun parts, and I'll get to that. I guess it's mostly bad because it's just so mediocre. Certainly not top 100 or anything like that. It's not flawed except for poor originality and bad dialogue, but it's balls. I'll explain this in a second, but first I want to say that the cop Cleveland plays a legitimate creep slimeball throughout the whole entire movie. The only problem is they never tone him down. He's always intense, so that could have been brought down a little bit. Michael Madsen just kind of played himself, kind of the same type of dude from Reservoir Dogs and things like that. But that personality helped it a lot. Believe me, it helps it a lot. Just, it's unbelievable. But as you can see from what I've shown you so far, you're like, what actually happened in this movie, Pat? Is there any action? Is there any gore? Well, let's take a look at some of the action that does take place, because it ain't bad. It's stupid, but it ain't bad. But that's not the craziest part. His wife goes missing, right? And it's all part of this game, and and then he takes out all the crazies, like the early 90s Schwarzenegger style, just shoot them up. It's ridiculous and somehow appropriate for the movie. I can't explain it. And then a firefighter shows up. It's kind of a long story, but okay, so a firefighter shows up. He's a legit firefighter, right? No idea what's going on. There's the car blew up, whatever. It's just part of the movie. Anyways, and it's like an event. This firefighter shows up. Now he gets murdered, or whatever. But the couple, the whatever, I didn't even pay attention to their names because it doesn't matter. But Ken and Barbie, it really doesn't matter. Ken and Barbie show up, and so this firefighter, no clue. They're like, hey, we need a weapon. And he's like, yeah, there's an axe right in the... Are you crazy? You don't know why they're asking. There's a car on fire in the middle of nowhere, and somebody just asks you for an axe? So basically I'm just going to splice a bunch of nonsense into a disarray of jumbled bullshit, because that's acts 1 and 2. And then hey, there's Michael. Then here comes the big moment with the crazies for the last 20 minutes of the movie. Oh, I should add that people are actually paying to watch this, so it has that Hostel kind of feel to it. So best of luck watching it, maybe you'll love it. I do appreciate the attempt at the film, and it is a little bit fun. They didn't need to build up this side relationship with this idiot couple. They could have just made it a kinder, more pleasant couple that actually loved each other. I would have cared for them more, and keeping the dialogue to a minimum I think would have served the movie much better. It was like things had to be said in every scene, when nothing at all might have served better. I don't know, if you're a glutton for punishment and horror, check it out. For the hardcores out there anyway.